Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
Put me on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough, speaking down, but they know who coming up, and I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day. But I'm still on my way.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Atlanta Hawks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now, we'll look at Memphis's starting group. We've got Santi Aldama. Thomas is out there with Suggs. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And for the Wizards, Porter is out there with Toppin. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Thompson, and it's Robinson in at the center. Well, how long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
Now, here's Suggs. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this is why Suggs was a top 5 pick. Jalen's got tremendous playmaking ability.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Grizzlies ball.
And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 3-point game. The open shot, Jokic. Toppin pulls it in. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
And here is Suggs. Thomas, a screen on Booker. Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. Tries it from 9. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Great ball movement there by Keldon, making the smart play.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jokic with this screen on Porter. Thomas gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. Pass starting for Memphis. They won that game against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
5 on the clock. Washington again turning it over. Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Stolen by Thompson. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Possession Commanders.
For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana. On the wing, Johnson fires the 3. Toppin pulls it in. Here's Washington now, searching for their first points of the game, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Now here's Johnson. The pass to Aldama. Some solid defense from Robinson.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Knocked loose. Porter against Johnson. The 3 from Thomas. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Jokic is second.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Suggs missing.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
No question, the Grizzlies have put together, Smitty, a team that can potentially go deep.
Kevin, a serious postseason run is what this team was built for. They let their young talents develop, and they did a good job of putting strong pieces around them.
Memphis with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now, here's Suggs. Not a lot of room. Johnson surveying the floor. From deep, Thomas. Rebound, Washington. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wizards trail by 10. Thomas over to help. Shot clock at 6. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done. So what new team?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
Now, here's Suggs. 11 points last game. Now, Booker. Washington again turning it over.
Possession to Memphis.
Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
Now, here's Suggs. Still scoreless. And that one good.
I love Suggs' feel for when to attack. A strong mix of dribble moves allows him to just blow by defenders.
Washington calls timeout.
Back again, excited everyone. DC family, here's the hype squad. Jason Ball.
to check out Klay Thompson. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And here's a look at the stats for Robinson. Good season for him last year. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Here's Jokic, coming off a solid outing against Denver. Now, here's Toppin. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
And Washington making a change here. Williams has checked in.
Patrick Williams.
Here's Suggs. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Johnson. Suggs with the ball. Pass to Thomas. And here's Jokic over Robinson. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Thomas. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Yeah, they have too many turnovers in this half, a major reason why they're down in this game.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Again, Memphis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That'll be a 5-second call. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Jokic is 3rd.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Pass to Suggs. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Aldama. This one for 3. Rebound, Washington. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Inside, here's Johnson. And then
Come to me.
and the Grizzlies leading by 18. Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
Yeah, and the first question is, which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Substitution.
And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away.
Norman Powell's checked in for Thompson. And Memphis also making a switch. Hayes is checked in. Johnson left side. Suggs passes to Thomas. Suggs with a screen for Thomas. Shoots over Powell, and the basket by Thomas. Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Grizzlies ball.
Here's Hayes. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Grizzlies ball.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
Here's Johnson. He had 19 points in the win against Denver. Thomas, no luck.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
3 early turnovers, Kevin. He needs to regain his focus and start righting this ship.
Now, here's Suggs. Now the pass to Hayes. Here's Aldama. He's guarded by Williams. Aldama passes to Thomas. Williams with the defensive effort.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Guys, you don't see that very often. They might need to let him exhale a little bit over on the bench.
Bays checked in for Johnson. Here's Suggs. Passes it to Hayes. To the paint. And it's Suggs missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And that's 4 turnovers for him here in the first quarter alone. He's got to snap out of it.
Pass to Bay. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Wizards. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
And what's impressive about Patrick Williams is the consistency from that range.
Yeah, and on top of being a great athlete, he's a good shooter, GA, and that includes at the free throw line. You just wish he'd get there a little more often.
unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Turnover there, but for the most part, they've taken care of the basketball. That was one of the few mistakes they've really made.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Johnson's checked in for Hayes, and Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Lee. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Suggs. Jokic is out there with Bay. Then there's Keldon Johnson, and it's Beasley in at the 2. Back to Powell for the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Hey, get it! Hey, good way to grab it. No! Help out Norman. Ball. Pick.
Noel with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. To the inside, and Toppin throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. And here is Suggs. Memphis moving that ball around, down low, deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Wizards. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. That'll be a 5-second call. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. In third, the Grizzlies.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Toppin, no one around him. Traps in the tray. Toppin's got 5. Points so far.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
There's a screen by Aldama. Takes it inside. Beasley outside. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Plays it up and banks it in. 11 points in the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Now Powell. He's got 8. Thompson for the triple. Aldama with the rebound. Beasley outside. There's the pass to Jokic. Here's Aldama. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it.
Passes it to Thompson from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Beasley kicks to Suggs. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal.
And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.